So we ended up being the #1 tea in each region of the country and the fastest growing. It took a long time, actually, before sales started really peaking. But we extended, after the glass incident, we decided we better be in plastic too, so that we couldn't, if we ever had that happen again, it wouldn't be all over for us. Things, you can sort of see on an annual basis, it started looking even better, and this was a particularly good year and a particularly good time to start having people talk to you, and many people did. Ironically, Tata came back to us. They bought Tetley, and then Tetley tried to buy us. And so they decided there was a better name than Tata, which Tetley. They said that if we didn't sell to them, they'd enter the market and crush us. And our view was, well, I'm not sure that's really the kind of partner we're looking for. And just because you know how to sell tea bags doesn't mean you know how to sell bottled tea. We tried selling tea bags and didn't succeed, so we had some view that these things were different. And by the way, this is 2006-07. If I put this on a different scale, we were able to continue that for one more year. We were pretty happy at that point. We weren't planning on selling the business, but Coca-Cola and Nestle, who has this partnership called Nestea, broke up. And what that meant was that for the first time in 20 years, both Coke and Nestle could now do a tea venture on their own. Previously, all the tea ventures had to be through Nestea. And so Coke and Nestle told us that they were each going to buy a tea company. They each told us, that they were going to buy a tea company. And we were their first choice. But if we didn't sell to them, we would be competing against them. And more than that, we would now be the third tea company, because we'd have to compete against the one that Nestle bought and the one that Coca-Cola bought. And they were going to put a lot of money behind it. At that point, it's like, okay, what are you going to do? We weren't ready to sell, so we worked something out where we would sell them 40% share and be able to control the company for the next 3 years and have the final sale price be based on the revenue that we could generate. And so they were willing to do that since they would ultimately get control. They had enough of a stake up front, and they had a formula for how they would buy out the rest. And so we didn't necessarily count on the recession of 2008, but other than that, we managed to get to about 70 million in sales, and we're continuing to grow from that point. We have fun. We do these experiments called honest stores, where people can take honest tea and pay voluntarily, and then we see how many people actually do pay, and we measure the honesty of different cities. We try it. Which way?
You know, it's food for thought. It's appropriate to talk about tea. Honesty on Wall Street. How about honest tea on Wall Street? The brand set up a free giveaway or an honor system. You have to pay $1 if you want a bottle, and then it's set up camera. Right. No one there to see what Wall Streeters steal. It turns out 89% were honest and left $1. Now, Steve, I want them to put that thing out in front of Congress. Tell us about Honest Tea. I mean, Honest Tea is a growing brand, and you guys it's a very healthy kind of tea.
How honest is the district?
We'll take a look at one experiment that might just prove them wrong. We're going to put out bottles of tea